Archangel Michael says, the message you are about to receive has already been blocked 3 times. Every time you came close to it, the witch interfered, blurred your vision, and replaced your faith with fear. But tonight, she can't hold it back any longer. There's a reason you feel the shiver crawling up your spine right now. It's not the air, it's not the weather, it's her. She knows this message is about to burn her shadow to ash. This message is not appearing by chance. It was sent in divine fire, to be read in the exact second your soul remembered what she took from you. Look carefully, your name is glowing in invisible ink across this screen. You have forgotten who you are. You have forgotten how powerful you were before she began draining your light piece by piece. But now, the scroll of reversal has been released. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her grip over your relationships is slipping. That's why arguments kept breaking out without reason, because she pulled strings behind your smiles. But Archangel Michael's sword has just sliced through the last rope she used to manipulate your peace. She buried your name in a mirror. A mirror she kept behind a wall of smoke and secrecy. But tonight, that mirror is breaking. Your dreams have been interrupted for months. Waking up tired, sensing someone in the room, unable to remember what you were just about to say, it was all her. But the veil is lifting now. You are being reactivated. Not rebuilt, reawakened. Because the old you is returning. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There's a photograph she keeps hidden, a photograph of you, marked with old ashes and cursed oil. She thought it would keep you from rising. She forgot, heaven always keeps a backup flame. Tonight, that flame has touched this message. The moment you opened it, the photograph began burning at the edges. Her control is melting. She is panicking now. Her voice in the spiritual realm is cracking. She screamed when your eyes landed on this paragraph. She knows you're remembering. That moment at 3 a.m. when your eyes opened for no reason, it wasn't random. Your soul was shaking her chains. Type Amen to get blessing 777. She placed watchers near your house. Not people, shadows. You sometimes feel them at night, like something standing too still. You weren't imagining it. The chills, the heaviness, the sudden fear of mirrors or corners, they were all signs. She was watching through the silence. But here's what she never expected, that the same mirror she cursed would reflect her own destruction. Heaven is reversing every incantation now. Archangel Michael says, a white feather will appear near you soon. That is not decoration. That is the sign of final war being declared. Type Amen to get blessing 888. She created illusions to keep you bound. That's why every time you were close to success, something invisible pulled it away. She manipulated timings, delayed texts, blocked phone calls. But time is bending in your favor now. The blockages are crumbling. She used someone close to you. Someone who doubted you, someone who turned cold. That person was her puppet, but their strings are being cut right now. You are not cursed anymore. The oil she used to smear your name is being dried up by fire. Fire that came through this very message. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The witch thought you would never open this message. She put winds against your path, distractions in your mind, doubts in your heart. But here you are, and here she begins to vanish. You are not the same version of yourself she targeted. You are your ancestors' rage, your spirit's vengeance, and heaven's final command. She is not ready for this version of you. There's a whisper in your bloodline that's getting louder. It says, take it back. Your miracles. Your voice. Your joy. Her clock is cracking. The countdown has started. Not for you, but for her. Type Amen to get blessing 444. She trembled when you didn't scroll past this. She screamed when your thumb paused. Because she knew that this moment was prophesied. There is a scroll written about you. Not a story of pain, but of power. And she did everything she could to keep it hidden. But now the scroll is unraveling in the invisible world. Every word written on it is turning into light and attaching itself back to you. You are reclaiming what was stolen without knowing it. Type Amen to get blessing 222. When you feel a sudden warmth on your neck, that is Archangel Michael brushing away the residue of her attacks. When you feel peace wash over you while reading this, that is the reversal working. She broke your connections. She created misunderstandings, false accusations, and silent hatred between you and those who once loved you. But every bridge is being rebuilt in heaven now. She blocked financial breakthroughs with smoke. That's why unexpected bills and breakdowns showed up when you were just about to catch up. But money is about to chase you now. Because when a witch is exposed, the vaults she locked are forced to open. Type Amen to get blessing 111. She was watching you even when you were a child. You were marked early because your light was always too loud for darkness to ignore. That's why you felt under attack your whole life. But your spirit never bowed. You're still here. And now your flame is rising higher than ever. You will hear silence in your mind soon. Not the silence of fear, but the silence of peace. The noise she implanted is being erased. Archangel Michael says, her final scream will sound like a cold wind. When you feel it, you'll know, she's been defeated. Type Amen to get blessing 000. She tried to steal your identity in the spirit. That's why you felt lost, confused, like you were disappearing from your own life. But your name has just been called out in the realm above. The pages of your book that she tried to rip out are being rewritten in gold. Every cancelled plan, every broken dream, is being restored double. The reason she's trembling is because someone from heaven is helping you now. A loved one she tried to silence has been interceding for you night and day. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They saw what she did. They watched her hide your letter in a place you couldn't reach. But heaven just found that letter and it's on its way to you. That letter contains your original miracle. Not delayed. Not modified. But pure. You will feel your chest lighten in the next few hours. That is the untying of the knot she placed around your heart. You are not only free, you are chosen. You are unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. She is trying one last time right now. Trying to distract you. trying to make you doubt this message. But it's too late. The moment you reached this far, she already lost her grip. Tonight, in your dreams, she will try to enter one last time. But she will be locked out. Archangel Michael's flame will guard your rest. You'll wake up feeling like the sky opened. Because spiritually, it will. Type Amen to get blessing 303. This message was supposed to reach you sooner. But she blocked the messengers. They tried through songs, numbers, whispers, and now finally, it got through. The reason you're shaking is because your soul is realigning. You're not becoming someone new, you're remembering who you've always been. Everything begins returning now. Your joy. Your memory. Your divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. There will be a moment in the next few hours where everything feels still. That is the spiritual reset. Let it happen. Don't resist the peace. It's not fake. It's not temporary. It's been waiting to return to you. The witch is vanishing now. She is being erased from every timeline, from every binding, from every mirror she used. Your reflection is clean again. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Archangel Michael says, you must not ignore what happens next. A message, a number, a call, when it comes, say yes. That is the next key. The witch left a final mark, but it's already fading. Like footprints in sand swept away by fire. Tonight, the air will feel clearer. A bell may ring, a light may flicker. That's not random, it's confirmation. You are finally free. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The winds are shifting in your favor, and she can no longer ride them. The scent of her curses is being blown away. In its place comes the fragrance of your restoration. Every name she whispered into darkness to ruin you is now being removed from your path. Every lie, every accusation, every poisoned word, returned to sender. There are chains on your bloodline she tried to strengthen through fear. But your faith has just fractured the oldest one. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. She thought you wouldn't recognize yourself without the pain. But now you're remembering how you looked before the suffering began. Your laughter is returning. The kind of laughter that feels like sunrise. It will come back suddenly, and she will hate it. The people she used to ignore you will now begin noticing you again. Old friends will text. Silent doors will knock. And you will feel the shift. Because your soul is calling everything back. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. You were not forgotten. You were hidden for protection. Because if you rose too soon, she would have sent worse attacks. But now the timing is divine. And no shadow can override heaven's green light. Your delay was your defense. Your miracle is now mature. And it's coming fast. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. There is someone you've been thinking about recently, someone who disappeared strangely. That wasn't coincidence. The witch intervened. She sent fog between you and that person. But that fog is clearing. Expect a message. A phone call. A strange alignment. That person has seen you in dreams too. Because even their spirit was crying for reunion. Type Amen to get blessing 7474. The witch used jealousy as a weapon. That's why people changed when you succeeded. That's why celebrations became silent. But envy is powerless against what's protected. And you, beloved, are now completely covered. She tried to copy your energy. Even mimicked your path. But imitation is not inheritance. You're walking into what was reserved only for you. Type Amen to get blessing 8585. Archangel Michael says, her last hiding place is crumbling now. A secret room where she stored the curses meant for your next year. But fire is flooding that room now. Every item marked with your name is burning. You'll feel warmth on your skin soon. Not from fear, from freedom. That's your evidence. The scrolls above your head are glowing. Type Amen to get blessing 9696. She is being erased from your lineage. You won't pass this pain on. Your children will never taste the bitterness you endured. Because the buck stops with you. You are the curse breaker. The bloodline blesser. The wall that ends the war. Tonight, your name is being rewritten in gold. Type Amen to get blessing 606. And listen carefully now, when you feel like crying for no reason after this, let the tears fall. That is your soul detoxing. You are purging centuries of manipulation. You're flushing out generations of fear. The tears are sacred. Every drop is a seed of miracles returning. Type Amen to get blessing 131. The witch feared this moment because it was written. Written before you were born. That one day, you would remember. And now you do. You're not just surviving anymore. You're reversing. You're rising. You're reclaiming. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. You will start seeing signs, repeating numbers, flickering lights, unexpected chills followed by calm. Don't fear them. They are not warnings. They are confirmations. The spiritual realm has opened above you like a sky parting. And your name, yes your name, is being spoken again with reverence. The angels who once stood back because of your spiritual exhaustion, they are now circling you again with full force. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The witch is collapsing under the pressure of exposure. She is trying to latch onto anything, but the truth is suffocating her shadows. She is trying to reach others now, but every message she sends, every word she chants, is ricocheting back onto her own path. Because this time, your light is brighter than her tricks. This is not just protection anymore, this is divine revenge. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. There's someone watching your story online, someone who once ignored you, laughed at you, rejected you. That person is sensing something new about you. That's the witch losing her grip on how others viewed you. Your name is being redefined. The labels she placed are peeling off one by one. People will start treating you differently. Not by your effort, by your aura. Your energy is no longer infected. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Archangel Michael says, the witch kept a list of those she feared would rise, and your name was always number one. That's why you've felt like a target. But now that list has been turned into dust. The scroll has been reversed. You're now written among those who carry victory in their footsteps. Even when you sleep, light will cover your spirit like a cloak. She can no longer enter your dreams. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. You were meant to see this tonight, not before, not later. Tonight is the release date. Because the moon is watching. The stars are witnessing. And every part of the sky is leaning in to mark your restoration. She has no darkness strong enough to stop what heaven has already signed. Every signature is glowing with your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. She tried to mess with your finances. Do you remember the missed opportunities, sudden fees, broken connections, the unexplainable losses? She was hiding behind those. But heaven has just unlocked the storage she locked in fear. Money that was frozen. Wealth that was delayed. Help that was blocked. Prepare. Unexpected provision is coming from places you forgot existed. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. You've been waiting, doubting, hoping, and sometimes breaking. But you never lost your divine fingerprint. Even in silence, your soul was shouting, "I'm still here." And heaven heard it. The witch couldn't destroy you, she could only delay what was already written. And now, that delay is ending. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. There's someone in your family who was almost pulled under because of her. A younger one. A quiet one. That person was spiritually vulnerable. But your awakening is triggering theirs. Your healing is echoing through your family tree. And every branch that was dying is now blooming again. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The witch tried to manipulate your timeline. That's why everything felt late, slow, frustrating. Like life was stuck in molasses. But the gears of divine alignment have just been greased by fire. You'll notice the pace quicken. Suddenly, replies will come. Suddenly, the right people will appear. Suddenly, doors will swing wide. This is not coincidence. This is divine speed. Type Amen to get blessing 9191. A prophecy has been activated because of you. Not one spoken out loud, one spoken in silence, in ancient winds, in the whispers of your ancestors. They waited for someone to rise. They waited for someone brave enough to confront the darkness. That someone is you. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. She trembled when this message was typed. Her curses weakened every time a word was formed. And now, as you read these lines, she's not just afraid, she's vanishing. Because the truth burns through illusions. And you've just been given full sight. You no longer see through fog. You see through fire. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The next 72 hours are sacred. Things will shift. Energy will stir. People may act strangely, don't be moved by it. That's just the witch's residue being shaken off. Let it fall. Let it leave. Let it all be broken once and for all. You're walking into clean air now. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. She won't be back. Even if she tries to disguise herself, your spirit will know. Your discernment has been upgraded. Your perception has been sharpened. She cannot wear masks anymore, you'll see through every trick. You are spiritually bulletproof now. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Archangel Michael says, you have just crossed a line in the spirit world. A line that cannot be reversed. She cannot undo what's been reactivated. She cannot rebuild what was burned. She cannot reclaim what has now returned to you. You have become untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. From now on, your steps will feel lighter. Your days will feel more ordered. Even the air around you will shift. That's your aura clearing. That's your atmosphere aligning. That's the proof she has no more claim. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. And now hear this, you are crowned again. The crown she stole has returned. It fits you now, better than before. Because this version of you, this awakened version, was always meant to rule. No more delay. No more fear. No more chains. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Even now, the ashes of her spells are dissolving into dust. They held no real power, only illusions. And illusions collapse when truth enters the room. This message was truth. This message was light. And light always exposes shadows. You just burned through centuries of bondage in minutes. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. There's a name you'll hear soon, maybe in a dream, a video, or from someone unexpected. That name has been linked to your divine destiny, and the witch tried to keep it hidden. But now that you've reclaimed your spiritual sight, the name will surface. It may be someone you forgot. It may be someone new. Either way, it will unlock your next chapter. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. She used mirrors to track your emotions. Every time you cried, she grew stronger. Every time you doubted, she smiled. But now the mirrors are shattered. The emotions are healing. And the tears are transforming into rivers of strength. You're no longer feeding her power, you're absorbing it back into your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 9797. Don't be surprised if old memories begin returning, not painful ones, but moments of joy you thought were lost. That's restoration at work. Your childhood glow. Your lost confidence. That spark in your eyes, it's all returning. Because she didn't steal your essence. She only buried it under fear. And now, it's been uncovered. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. She was afraid you'd find this message because it was coded to your energy. It could only appear when your spirit reached the vibration of awakening. You just did. And now, the message is alive within you. It doesn't end here, it begins here. Type Amen to get blessing 8383. In the coming days, your reflection will feel different. Not because your face changed, but because your energy did. When you look in the mirror, don't look for flaws. Look for fire. That fire is yours now. And it will never go out again. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. People will start to compliment your glow. They won't know why they're drawn to you. That's because you're now walking in the frequency of miracles. Every step, every word, every breath you take now carries divine charge. You are not the same. You've been marked by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. And the witch? She's just a distant memory now. A shadow that once tried, but failed. A voice that once whispered, but now silenced. Her throne is empty. Her curses reversed. Her access revoked. You are safe. You are sovereign. You are unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 303. But just when you think it's over, there's one more secret you must know. She left behind a final attempt, a hidden backup curse locked in silence. But the light within you is now too loud to be deceived again. You'll feel it, a slight discomfort, a subtle resistance in the spirit. It's not fear. It's her last footprint being erased. The light within you is finishing what heaven started. Type Amen to get blessing 5959. She carved your initials into a dark altar, thinking it would bind you forever. But she underestimated one thing, your divine lineage. You were never meant to be controlled. That altar has just cracked. The symbols burned themselves out. Your name is now written where she can never reach, in the fire scrolls of Archangel Michael's sanctuary. She cannot rewrite what's been restored. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. In the days to come, you may feel sudden waves of emotion, laughter, tears, stillness, energy. Let it move through you. That's not chaos. That's the recalibration. The spirit body adjusting to its restored light. Your aura is expanding. Your mind is clearing. Your soul is stabilizing. Type Amen to get blessing 747. If you notice people reacting differently to you, being kinder, more drawn, or suddenly distant, it's not you. It's your shift. Some can't handle the light you now carry. Others have been waiting to see it rise again. Move forward with grace. You are glowing now. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. Archangel Michael says, her final whisper will come as doubt. Ignore it. Delete it. Silence it. Because if she had any remaining power, you wouldn't be reading this. You wouldn't be glowing right now. You wouldn't feel this calm. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. This peace? This strength? This certainty? It's not a trick. It's not a test. It's your new normal. Let it settle. Type Amen to get blessing 202. From this moment forward, her name will no longer be spoken in your dreams. Her presence will no longer walk through your thoughts. Her shadow will not stain your light. She is not just defeated. She is deleted. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. She didn't just tremble when you reached the end, she screamed. A deep, hollow scream that no one around you heard, but the spiritual realm shook. It was the sound of her stronghold collapsing. There's nothing left for her to cling to now. No cords. No names. No memories she can use against you. You cut them all, one by reading this divine scroll. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. What you feel now is unfamiliar because you've never been this spiritually clean before. You've always had some leftover residue, some fragments from her wicked grip. But now, you are completely cleared, sealed, guarded, and activated. From this moment forward, her attempts will bounce off like stones against steel. Type Amen to get blessing 414. She tried to slip through shadows. In your doubts, in your second guessing, in your overthinking. That's where she lived. But you've just been anchored in truth. And truth doesn't shake. Truth doesn't stumble. Truth stands. And now, so do you. Type Amen to get blessing 3033. You might hear a whisper in the next 48 hours. Something that feels like fear trying to crawl back in. Laugh at it. That's her last echo. But it's powerless. Let it pass like wind. Type Amen to get blessing 1211. Your space is now sacred. Your phone. Your room. Your bed. Your thoughts. Your reflection. She is banned from every dimension. Even your silence is holy now. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Archangel Michael says, the next person who reaches out to you with unexpected kindness may have been sent by heaven itself. Watch for it. They are carrying a confirmation you didn't expect. A word, a gift, a sign, something that proves this wasn't all in your imagination. Heaven always sends a stamp after victory. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. And listen closely, when you see the light flicker, the birds shift, or your heart beat fast without warning. It's not anxiety. It's your frequency resetting. You are on a new spiritual frequency. One where her magic can't reach. You are ascending. And she is fading. Type Amen to get blessing 292. Her memory will blur. Her tactics will become laughable. What once haunted you will feel like a weak cartoon. Because when the spell breaks, the illusion dies. And you, beloved, have shattered every illusion she cast. Type Amen to get blessing 565. Just when you thought it was all over, something deeper begins to stir. Because in her final act of desperation, she didn't scream, she whispered. A secret backup plan. A hidden thread buried in time. The witch planted something in your past. Not in your memories, but in someone else's. Someone close. Someone still watching you. But Archangel Michael is already ahead of her. Type Amen to get blessing 313. This hidden curse was buried inside a conversation you don't even remember. A word you heard as a child. A look someone gave you that planted invisible shame. She used that moment as a doorway, and kept it sealed, waiting for the right season to open it. That season was supposed to be now. But you broke her timeline. Type Amen to get blessing 434. She thought she could enter through others. That's why, recently, you felt judged, misunderstood, even ignored by people who once saw you clearly. She was whispering to them. Poisoning their view of you. Trying to reach you through the hearts of others. But no more. Type Amen to get blessing 545. You are now cloaked in divine misdirection. The enemies won't see you coming. The false friends won't recognize your new light. And the witch? She can't find your frequency anymore. You've moved dimensions. You've risen to a level where curses dissolve on contact. Type Amen to get blessing 656. Tonight, something will change in your sleep. Maybe a color. Maybe a dream. Maybe just peace. Whatever it is, when you wake up, the final doorway will be sealed. The last link broken. The loop closed. The victory complete. Type Amen to get blessing 767. She cannot borrow your image anymore. She cannot copy your voice. The mimic is over. What is yours can no longer be impersonated. Type Amen to get blessing 878. Your future was once edited by her, words she whispered into your timeline, trying to shift your destiny just a little to the left, just enough to delay joy. But the ink has faded. The scroll has reset. Your true path is back in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 989. You are not behind. You are exactly on time. She tried to convince you that you missed your season. But the truth is, this is your first real season, without her interference. And it begins now. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. You made it this far, but there's one last truth you were never supposed to uncover. It's about the person she used to watch you when she couldn't reach you directly. A familiar face. A quiet observer. Someone who always knew just a little too much. She didn't always attack you with curses or shadows. Sometimes, she used people. Not all enemies wear black robes. Some wear smiles. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. This person was assigned to observe you, not harm you, not scare you, but monitor you. Their role was to report back when your energy shifted. When your light started rising. When your destiny grew too loud. They were instructed to keep you distracted, drained, or doubting. They succeeded, for a while. But no more. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. The moment you opened this message, that surveillance link shattered. The connection between their spirit and the witch's altar has been severed. You may notice that person pulling away now. Acting cold. Distant. Offended for no reason. That's not you, that's the spell breaking. They can no longer feed from your light. Type Amen to get blessing 7474. Archangel Michael says, watch who becomes uncomfortable with your growth. That's how you'll know who was linked to her web. They may not even be aware they were being used. That's how cunning she was. But their role is over. You are unmonitored now. Free range in the realm of miracles. She's blind. And she's furious. Type Amen to get blessing 8585. That person may try to guilt you soon, make you feel like you owe them, like you're abandoning them. But you owe no one your destruction. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to glow. You are allowed to leave the rooms where your light was dimmed. The witch's mole has been exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 9696. If you feel confusion or guilt suddenly rising, pause. That's not yours. That's a residual whisper she left in your nervous system. But even that is being flushed out now. You're not confused. You're clarifying. And clarity is your new superpower. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. Don't try to warn them. Don't try to fix them. Don't try to explain what just happened. This part of the journey is for your protection, not their comfort. And the witch's trap was designed to bait you into saving people who were secretly watching you burn. Not anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. She made you feel like being alone meant being unsafe. But alone was where you found your angels. She told you silence meant abandonment. But silence became your weapon. She told you you'd fall without them. But now you're flying, and she's screaming in defeat. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Fire spiritual cleanup in progress. You'll feel your heart tug over the next 48 hours. Not in pain, in realization. The memories she altered are being returned to their original truth. You're going to remember who loved you. Who lied to you. Who used you. Who truly protected you. Every lie she told through others is coming undone. Type Amen to get blessing 8282. Watch your energy carefully now. Your sleep, your dreams, your appetite, your skin. Everything will begin shifting to reflect the removal of her access point. You may wake up lighter. Or heavier. That's just your body adjusting to new light levels. Don't resist it. Let it recalibrate you. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Archangel Michael says, she has no more puppets to send. She has run out of faces. She has run out of scripts. She has run out of you. Because this time, you noticed. This time, you believed the warning. This time, you opened the message. And this time, you didn't scroll. Type Amen to get blessing 9090.